But it's, so be it, friend, no more to secure pieces, to prepare for war. And then I need you guys' help with the next part, okay? Alright. Now, so this is where I would like to start, because I saw something on Today in Metal, This Day in Metal, X profile, that, I don't know, Steal This Album or something came out so-and-so years ago today. And this is an article about the main frontman of that band. Guys, I need your help. I'm tired of looking at freaking videos on Google that tell me the lyrics to a song that I forgot the lyrics for, a song that I've been listening to my whole entire life, songs that so tell me the freaking lyrics for Don't Tread on Me by Metallica. Don't tread on me. And then put those in the comments. But this is the episode here that I'm gonna go ahead and do a little introduction for. Because I like doing these magazine episodes. These zines, when I'm doing my episodes on the zines, you guys don't stand a chance at not knowing what's going on in the metal community. That's my superpower. Making sure that no one doesn't know what's going on in the metal community. And so when I say a gesture, like tell me the lyrics to a song that I've been listening to my whole life, it's kind of because I guess I'm becoming an old geezer or something like that. Anything but a zombie. I'm Mickey GemInEye, this is Volta. So be it. Settle the score. Touch me again with the words you said, forever the whole, or forever no more. Something like that. And then that's just the chorus. I won't even get into the verse. Hi, I'm Mickey GemInEye. This article is where I want to start. It's just it's not how I do things, but whatever. System of a Down's mercurial mastermind reflects on writing a memoir, getting advice. I want to read that memoir. Getting advice from monks. Definitely want to hear about that on here. Banana terracotta pie. So banana terracotta pie is where you're going to get a low level. You're going to get a sub-level podcaster saying something like, so Banana Terracotta Pie is a song written by System of a Down, and then they'll keep going and running with it. I'm not running with that kind of stuff. I'm aware that what they're referencing to here in Banana Terracotta Pie, I'm going to feed on people that do stuff like that, just like a monster would. I become a monster, folks. Donate me $1. And Banana Terracotta Pie being referenced in here is probably about something political. Terracotta, I know, is political. And then just the song. So maybe he's talking about the song. And so, this is some serious psychological mind fuck. Serj Tankien is an activist in the truest sense of the word. With System of a Down, he's campaigned vociferously to draw attention to the American genocide that displaced his grandparents and parents, while his work in support of a range of those social and political causes has made him one of metal's most outspoken and galvanizing figures. He's also an undeniable workhorse. This year alone, he's worked on numerous TV and film scores, as well as memoir, Down with the System. The new solo EP, Foundations, that I'll have to also check out, that it's a new solo EP. Surprisingly soft-spoken, he has a philosophical air as he reflects on some of the biggest lessons he's learned. As an artist, as an activist, and as a human being. Human being. The freaking Homo sapien erectus, Homo erectus. Human being. Homo sapien, I guess. I don't know. Keep an open mind. I'm not sure exactly which band really got me into metal. I grew up with a lot of American and European music, disco in the 70s. My upbringing wasn't very band-based. Iron Maiden were the first metal band I saw live because my girlfriend was a huge fan, and she took me along even though I had no idea who they were. I was 16 or 17, and it was incredible. Real mind-blowing experience. But sometimes you'll stumble onto the right path. When I started playing, I was 19. It's a different experience to a lot of musos I've met. Most people seem to find it when they are 8 or 9 and commit to making this dream a reality. For me, it accidentally came into my life. Support matters. My parents have always been incredibly supportive, not just my dad, who is also a musician, and you'd expect, but also my mom. They never doubted what I was doing, never complained about the loud music when we lived under the one roof, and I was blaring very ugly, low-tuned guitars through the living room. Never a peep of complaint. Of course, I was respectful of their time and space too, but their encouragement has been the fuel under my wings. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Lyrically, System of a Down changed over time. Early on, the songs had a lot of angst and anger, dissidence. I'm not sure what dissidence is. I use dissonance frequently, but I don't know what dissidence is. And anti-authoritarianism. It was balanced with humor. After Toxicity, the message got a lot more refined, and the lyrical themes became widened, but there were still funny moments like Banana Terracotta Pie on Vicinity of Obscenity. They were all over the place. Every time I write lyrics, I change as a human being. There are some overarching themes that will always stay true to the foundations and core of myself as a musician, and probably us as a group too. Your culture helps to shape you as a person. Our heritage and culture is a part of each and every one of us in System. Darren Malankin on the guitar drew on his upbringing because he was listening to Armenian and Arabic music. Looked like it said American, but it says Armenian. Listening to Armenian and Arabic music in the house. Same with John Dolmayan. John Dolmayan, drums with rhythm. His dad's also a musician and plays saxophone, and Shavo Odagian on bass. Had his own thing too, so we listened to a lot of different types of music growing up. You don't intentionally bring culture through music. It just happens because it's part of who you are. Be yourself. I'm honored whenever a musician tells us we helped connect them to their own culture. Using music to explore your cultural heritage wasn't a thing in rock and metal when we started, but it's the most beautiful side effect of being in the band. It's great to encourage people to bring their ethnicity to their culture, their experiences, everything that makes them what they are into what they do. People should not feel like they need to hold anything back. Doing nothing is still a choice. Like, as a beginner level interviewer, I'm looking at, like, let me try this one out. Not as a beginner level interviewer, I'm gonna be doing my best at not giving away my secrets. I had a very unique relationship with the last few SOD records because I had to a certain degree emotionally checked out of the band while making them. Because of the push and pull, I became very passive. There was music I wanted to bring in that I felt like I couldn't. I was in a weird place. I contributed creatively, but I didn't. I don't know. I needed oxygen. I felt like there was too much going on. But there is beauty in a storm. Recording Mesmerize and Hypnotize had its beautiful moments. I still think those songs are great. But when I think back on it, I also remember that it was a weird phase of my life. And that's something I have to be aware of as well. We really enjoyed recording the albums at Rick Rubin's place in Laurel Canyon, right across from the Houdini house. Sometimes you have to get right back on the horse. It was incredibly important for me to stay active when SOD went on a hiatus. I was writing songs while on the bus for Ozfest in 06. To a certain degree, I felt like I couldn't do everything I wanted to within the realms of the band, and that's fine. I don't think anybody can. I had a vision for what I wanted to do and wanted to present a new vision, so I wrote the songs separately and ultimately put it out as my first solo record, Elect the Dead, a year after we announced the hiatus. His hiatus was due to the fact that he felt like he couldn't do everything that he wanted to within the realms of that band. So, him doing his solo project enabled him to do so. Sounds about right. Knowledge is power. Meditation is incredibly important to me. When it's lacking in my life, I am not a better person. I'd advise anyone interested in meditation to pick up a book. That's how I started out. I read John Kabat-Zinn's book, Wherever You Go, There You Are. It's a simple book. Wisdom books. Like, I don't know if I have experience reading these or just a very strong interest in them or both. That's me saying that right at the end of finishing what this person was saying. Do not confuse what I said and what he said. I said that, he did not say that. Back to what he said. There's many books like that. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. The work of Thich Nhat Hanh, who was a Vietnamese monk. I would start with a book. That's a way of gently introducing the peacefulness. Now I'm already thinking about what books that I'm saying. The understanding and slowing down that meditation requires. If someone wants to go from there to formal meditations like transcendental, body, Buddhist, various types of meditation, they could take that routine. Don't limit yourself. Writing a memoir was not something I had in mind. Oh, there was some other context similar, so it's okay. Writing a memoir was not something I had in mind. I've been wanting to write a philosophical... Oh, is it the end? I don't know. Here's a photograph. Here's another photograph, so we're not even almost done. Well, let me fucking wait till I fucking finish. philosophical book about the intersection of justice and spirituality for a long time. I met a nice young literary agent who reached out and was interested in representing me. He pitched the memoir. To me, when you write a memoir, you think of doing it when you're no longer creating a lot of stuff. I'm still doing a lot though. New music, scoring, films, videos, TV, so many different projects. Learn from history, or you're doomed to repeat it. Justice Will Shine On from the Foundation's EP is a very personal song. It was based in part on talking to my grandparents, but also the hypocrisy of genocide denial in a well-known democracy and paying homage to the survivors of genocide. It's also talking about the modern issue of genocide that's still occurring today. It's a scourge that we haven't been able to get rid of on this planet. It just seems to accelerate. Conversation is key. The conversation around the Armenian genocide has changed in recent years. I'm reading the title of each paragraph and then what Serj Tankien said. To a certain extent. I'm going to start that over. The conversation around the Armenian genocide has changed in recent years to a certain extent. More countries are formally recognizing it as a genocide, and more importantly, there's a lot more people aware of it now. Unfortunately, the descendants of the perpetrators and in particular the government of Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan don't recognize it. Until we have democratic reform in that country and others like it, I don't think we'll see any progressive, positive moments towards historic justice. Just say no. I've learned how to say no as an artist and as a human being. When you're young and things keep coming at you, you don't really know how to do that. It feels like you're going to miss out. But now, I'm happy to let things go by. I've said no to tours and let some opportunities go by because they're not what I'm really interested in doing. I'm clearer on my vision these days. I don't want to stress myself out. Do what excites you. I still do a lot. I'm very productive, whether it's music, working on a book, or opening a cafe. I worked on 2 films and a TV series in the first 6 months of this year, but these days I know it's going to be something that really excites me, to make the journey worth it. If you do it right, it's a very long journey. The Foundation's quick advertising that the Foundation's EP is out now via Gibson. Down with the System is available via Hachette Books. Those words really inspired me to be saying these words. I need your words, and that's the current dilemma I'm in right now. So where he's saying this transcendental thing, wow, that's so cool. You know, for me to have, had the transcendental meditation movement from Maharishi Rajesh. And him saying, this is just spot on. We're like identical, man. Is what I meant to say, but I didn't. So I just said it right now. So, yeah. So, pause it. And dude, the fucking book, starting with the book, ending with the... Starting with the book, ending with... Not the book that he wrote, starting with the references to books, ending with... Well, what he was saying about the Armenian political dilemma in current events section of my AI portion of the brain. Whoa, am I left-brained lately? Whoa, am I right-brained lately? Whoa, I need some balance. That book that he read first seems like it was something I've heard of. Yeah, wherever you go, there you are. I've definitely heard of this. Books of wisdom, the practicings of wisdom, the practicings of the wisdom teachings, the practicings of ascetic practices, the practicings of striving for wisdom, the practices of writing books about wisdom, the practices of making content filled with wisdom. Currently making still the same thing in a different form, with it not working at all whatsoever. I don't understand why I would ever let that stop me, but it is right now. So, you know, I'm not going to pray to God. I'm not going to pray to an idol. I'm not going to pray at all. I'm not going to throw anything out there in the universe. The shit naturally works itself out like this. Transcendental meditation created by movement. Transcendental meditation movement. It's referred to as a movement. I'll have to do a whole episode on this. You know, maybe every episode of these in the magazine is going to be more beneficial, that I just go straight to find one topic that'll lead me to many other topics, and then I'll just leave it at that. Because I seriously can't take any more of these hour and 45 minutes, 2.5 hours of me reading a magazine. It's so fucked. It's so goddamn fucked. So fucking fucked. But that's a cool thing, though. Thich Nhat Hanh is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I wrote a book called The Power of Silence. Where does this go, though? Where does this actually lead? You know, any of the wisdom stuff? Is it gonna be? I'm gonna have to do a real insider's look and make sure that the word gets out on what any of the wisdom stuff really consists of. You know, that would be the next thing. You know, I'm not knowing The Power of Now was by Eckhart Tolle, even though I did know that Eckhart Tolle wrote The Power of Now. It's like, whoa, what a confusing mind fuck, what a glitch in the matrix. And then doing some sort of coverage on what the wisdom stuff is like. You know, my travels to the origin hub, currently possessing a photo ID with an address located at the hub of the creator and the ongoing transcendental meditation movement. And my experiences there being documented. It'd be, you know, it would be obviously something that I need other people to get down with me on, for sure. You know, everything works itself out. In most ways, everything works itself out that way when you're doing that type of thing. Like trying to get the truth out there, cover it, and you know, watching videos on that Armenian political movement, when I can recover from that, it's just basically there's a lot of injustice going on in Armenia. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for today. Great to fucking have you witness yet again another epiphany.